we just hit us up into the DM, and we'll guide you. We also have some back end services, like marketing, promotions, radio, that we have connections with, but we'll only work with certain people
Mm-hmm.
as long as they qualify. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And also, you got to be legit. Like, you can't be just we're not just gonna hand over our resources even for any kind of money, because at the end of the day, we put in work to build relationships, and we're not gonna send people to our connects, and they're gonna burn bridges.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
for us, it's really about the person. We got to sit down. We got to do a couple shows with you,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to see how you act, how you hold your ground, and what you the person that you are. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds like enticing. Like, I wanna definitely reach out and definitely see what you guys could do and work with me, and like, cause
Bet.
I'm all about marketing.
Bet.
Like, I think marketing comes first before really anything. Like, as an artist, like, I started officially 2019. Like, I've been making music my whole life since the day I was born. I've
Ah.
been just a music lover,
Yeah.
but professionally dropping it on platforms, actually saying, okay, I'm an artist, I'm a rapper, and like doing this thing
Yeah.
actually. So 2019. So
2019 was a good year to
um
start, man.
yeah, so like, just like as the years go on, I just realized marketing. You could put out 1,000 songs, but if you don't have any marketing behind it, it's a
Yeah.
waste of time,
I
buddy.
learned. I learned
It's
that
a
too.
waste of time, buddy. So, like, marketing is the key. So yeah.
Marketing is definitely the key, and I would tell everybody, like, organic marketing is
Yeah.
probably the best.
Yeah.
You do not want anything fake. You do not want to buy any like an agency that comes up to you inside your inbox says, "Hi, I can help you. Do
Yeah.
you need do you need 30,000 likes on your post? DM us right away. We'll get that to happen." If you get that, your Instagram or your whatever account is gonna get closed, and you're gonna wonder, "Oh man, wonder why?" It's
Yeah,
because
everyone's saying, "Oh, I'm shadow banned. I'm this and I'm that." And it's because they cleaned up their system, and they put all those
so did
accounts that were
Spotify.
using all those bots and things like that. And that's why you will see posters with 10,000 likes, but then 50
Yeah,
comments. And that's why, because you would tell they were using these services that technically it did work when it first was the jump off.
it
I think,
was.
like,
They were
back in
working a little
quarantine,
bit.
it was working to, like, help your spike up your
But
thing.
no offense, if any man, like, here's the type of guy that I am. If I'm going to your profile, I see 6 to 10,000 followers. I'm like, okay, start scrolling through it. Habib, one, two, three, four,
Yeah,
five.
yeah. All
Uh,
these Indians,
and
all these
Angie,
Russians,
and it's always the same
Muhammad
format.
Muhammad's.
Yeah, so, 6 posts. Follows 8,000 people, getting followed by 200 people.
Yeah,
It's the same thing all the time.
yeah.
And then, you know what people think that they can do is they I can buy 1,000 and then add 1,000, buy a
And
thousand, add 1,000, and in your mind, visually it looks good, but for business wise, you're not making any money off of them.
and this is in this stream, what, like, it's all about the business of music. It's about being an artist and making money off of music. That's
Oh
the
man,
whole.
for
It,
sure.
you're an artist. This is not a hobby. This is your job. You might
Yes, it
have you
is.
might have another job you do 9 to 5. You have to treat music just like that.
I recommend that you have a 9 to 5, and
Yeah.
then yeah, do some music.
Or, you know what? I salute people that don't have a 9 to 5 and focus. Like, they focus though,
Yeah, no,
and
the
they focused on
8 hour
it.
job or 12 hour job.
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, yeah, because this year for me is all about recouping right now. Like, you have to
yeah,
understand how much money you put out.
yeah.
Like, people, a lot of artists, they get lost in that sauce. They've put out like 20 something, like, and they don't even, like, add it up. Like, so how much was that? Like, the studio session, the beat,
They
da
could
da
get
da da.
lost.
You know what I mean? So
Oh
let's
yeah,
say that was like 10,000 there. Okay, how much have you made back now?
500.
If people
Right?
haven't even made $1, I know people that haven't even made $1, and I'm like, how? How can you be an artist? Like, I know people that been
Because they
putting
need
out
management.
music since 2010.
Yep.
2010, they've worked with managements. They've been signed to labels. They did, like, all this shit. And, like, have you even made $1 off of music?
Yeah,
Nope.
it's hard because it's really it's not hard. It's just there's a real system in place, and
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not saying I'm perfect, but the stuff that I know now, I wish I would have known when I was younger. But I'm not crying over spilt milk. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an older guy, but I still love making music, and I'm still putting out music this year. And I'm gonna go right back at it because why? Because I love making music. Number one. Number two, I'm smarter than I was a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
And number three, I can help other people be smarter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really where I shine because if but what I always say is when you listen to me, like if you go into my profile and you listen to the 1 2 gems I drop, don't take me for granted. Don't or well, maybe that's not the right thing to say. Don't don't take my information
Mm-hmm.
blindly. Do your own research.
Mm-hmm.
See if it makes sense
Mm-hmm.
because also too music is also time. There's like a time frame on everything too. It's just like building on social medias where what I say today might not be the same for tomorrow. Music is always evolving. There's always the basics,
Yeah.
but then there's always other things evolving in
Yeah.
music. So you always want to stay up to date on the current trends. You know what I mean?
If you're trying to create a buzz, then you need to know what's going on in the trends. But
Yeah.
being an artist, you have to know what your mission is
Mission.
and what the end goal is going to be, because then you will get lost in always trying to keep up with a trend when you forgot, hey, I want to be an artist that wants to do it this way. I don't want to be an artist that wants to wear nail polish and that's the new trend, or get
That's right.
tattoos and be. You have to remember what your mission is as an artist and what the end goal is, and just to accomplish that,
Yeah.
right?
Well, when I was saying trends, that's a really good point. But when I say in trends, I'm talking more about online trends, marketing trends, business trends, more on the business trends,
Yeah.
not fashion, because that fashion stuff is, what 1 minute you're wearing baggy jeans, next minute you're wearing tight jeans, next
Yeah.
minute then you're wearing baggy jeans, and then you're breakdancing.
Next minute you're wearing Balenciaga, next minute they're canceled.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Next minute you're wearing Gucci, then they're canceled.
canceled.
You know what
You,
I'm saying?
right, and
Yeah.
that right there is like real shit.
So, I want to drop gems on this stream and stuff like that, but I
Bet.
also don't want to drop too much because,
Nah,
you know what I mean. Like, I feel like when it's your time, you'll get to that. Like, it takes years to build up the knowledge that I feel like you've accumulated and I've accumulated.
bet.
But I'm assuming you make money off of your music. Can
Absolutely.
you give them one way besides streaming?
Okay.
Can you give them one way you make money off of music as well?
So,
Okay, or to be fair,
yeah.
um, besides like, can your distributor really just collects like a certain amount of like royalties for you?
Yeah.
Right, because the distributor sends it to the stores that you say send it to,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
And that's it. So if your song is getting played in Nigeria, there's some DJs running you up out there,
Mm.
or some TV show decides to use it. Like, how do you get paid? Like, how would you even know? And a lot of artists don't know how, and da 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 da. So there's multiple ways to get paid for music. Can
Oh
you
yeah.
give them? Can you give them like one?
Well, so when you bring that up, yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's down to your publishing, and your split sheets, and having your business correct, and your SOCAN check, like in Canada, it's SOCAN, America, ASCAP, and the thing is, when you're dealing with international rights, you should invest in a IRC code, IRSC code, and just make sure that when you stamp that track with that marking, with that it calculates everywhere inside the world, and you know that's that's from that side of music. That's the real gem that I wish we would have knew growing up, because if I
Mm-hmm.
would have known that growing up, then instead of spending money on so much other things in music, I would have said, okay, well, instead of making 3 songs, spending $1,000, I'm gonna make 1 song and use the other $500 and making sure I got my business correct,
Mm-hmm.
and that I have everything marked, stamped, certified. So when I do distribute it. I'm getting my royalties from everywhere. If it's spun on the radio stations around the world, whether the DJs are spinning it in the clubs, you will get your money. And for the DJs, they have to play inside a
Mm-hmm.
licensed facility. So if again the DJ, sometimes it's just promotion. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? If they're spinning your stuff is on licensed spot, whatever, you could just you get just free promotion, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, that's probably the biggest gem that that artists need to know. 100%.
Yeah.
That is one of the main money streams.
So take that in, digest it.
Bet.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah, yo.
Let me ask you. Name three industry artists that you want to work with.
Industry artists that I want to work with,
Yeah.
man. So I gotta say right now, some top of the list would be J.R. Ryder.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love the way he's always spit. You know what I'm saying? Benny the Butcher.
Okay.
I gotta get something in with him. That would be like an ultimate dream. And I gotta go down south, and I gotta say Juicy J.
Juicy J. Okay.
And if I can add one more in there, because there's so many, but another ultimate guy would be RZA.
RZA. That one I don't know.
RZA's from Wu Tang.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? And RZA's like, man, growing up with RZA, I grew up with RZA. So
And I noticed you pick like people who are not trending. I know who they are. They're definitely some goats and some OGs, which a
exactly.
lot of the young generations don't respect the goats and the OGs
Bet,
nowadays. They just look at them like a old head and who's this washed up person,
bet,
right?
bet.
But so yeah, how come you went in that direction and you didn't go for a trendy one and like yeah, what's
Um,
the backstory to like that?
I'll say this. Um, so I have another side thing called Bars Nation, and it's kind of like I love bars. Like I love music that you can listen to, that you can think
Mhm.
and listen, similes, metaphors, punchlines. You know what I mean? And that's where don't get it twisted. I like this new age music. Definitely when I'm inside the club, I'm turning up. But if I'm on the bus, or if I'm making moves, or what my playlist is consisted of men's that are spitting.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And you guys might not think Juicy J doesn't really spit, but he has some ill bars. You
He
guys,
does though.
he has some ill
Yeah, he
bars. You know
does.
what I'm saying? But he's mostly known for his turn up music too.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
100%. That. Like Dave East, Millie's is on the way up, and Millie's is kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
all those guys. I grew up with Ice Cube.
Who would you pick, Jay Z or Eminem? Like if you could add if you could get one of features from one of those two, who would you pick, Jay
It,
Z or Eminem?
it would be Jay Z.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would be Jay Z.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Eminem has more bars than Jay Z. Please don't come for me, everybody.
No, you
Please
want to.
don't come for me.
Yeah.
But like I feel like Eminem would just kill it. Go, like he would just kill it with the bars and the metaphors
I,
compared to Jay Z.
I don't think we match. That's the problem. Like I think if me and Eminem got on a song, we wouldn't match. And I'm not an Eminem hater. Like he is the goat. But I've always fallen in the shadow of great artists. Like back in the days, it was Vanilla Ice. Because I was the only man in the hood. I literally had the whole swag on. And one day turned on my TV, and what did I see? This guy on TV, Vanilla Ice, dancing, and he looked exactly like what I was doing. I was like, nah, 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 shaved eyebrow, like everything, the whole nine. I was like, nah, 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 what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
And then that passed, and then I was still, because I've been rapping since '92, and and then just when I was getting brave again, I was like, getting out of my shell. Then Eminem Slim Shady came up, and the way he hit the scene, it was so different.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a lot of animosity towards him, because I was like, that's supposed to be me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?